My husband and I are empty nesters, and it's an awkward stage. These little people who were once 100% dependent on you become 100% independent of you. Well, mostly independent. Most couples at some point find themselves unhappy in their marriage. The empty nester stage can sometimes be the hardest. Research shows unhappy couples frequently wait 6 years before seeking out help. Let me walk you through the preventative steps so you don't become a statistic. For the best marriage advice, hit the thumbs up if you're excited about this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell to be notified when we post a new video. Hi, my name is Danielle West, and my husband Russ and I have mentored hundreds of couples who are looking to improve communication inside their marriage. First, let's talk about how couples end up unhappy, especially after all the kids leave the nest. For years, couples have been busy and distracted with the kids, their activities, their careers, and hobbies. Soon, couples find themselves living on parallel paths. For example, a spouse finishes work and takes off to go work out, or a spouse watches the children and leaves the house as soon as the other spouse walks in. No one intentionally falls into this rhythm of life, but if we're not intentional, it's easy for the years to roll by and end up alone in your marriage. Before I bring you the preventative steps, I want to invite you to an in-person event we are hosting in Alpharetta, Georgia. On September 16th, join us for Marriage Date Night 2022. Comedian Andrew Stanley will open up for us, and then Russ and I will share transformational marriage tips you'll be able to apply immediately into your marriage. You can click on the details here. Buy your tickets today. We've already pre-sold 136 tickets. A critical component Russ and I have found that prevents couples from thriving in the empty nest years is sharing their hopes and dreams along the way. One couple we know is struggling with this right now. The wife wants to spend more of their time and money in an African orphanage she's been visiting once a year. And his dream of retirement is hitting that little white ball on some freshly manicured grass. They both have worked hard, but didn't discuss their dreams along the way. Somehow we expect those dreams expressed early on that they would be the same 20 to 30 years later. And for some couples, they are now realizing that there is not much of a nest egg to retire on. There's nothing more frustrating than distressful financial conversations in marriage. The answers to prevent ending up in an unhappy marriage may be easier than you think. It's never too late to start. Number one, share your hopes and dreams every week. This may seem too simplistic, and how much can your dreams really change from week to week? My husband Russ and I would discuss everything from large dreams of being mortgage-free to small dreams of losing 5 pounds that week. The benefits of sharing these weekly dreams let you know what is important to your spouse, which naturally draws you closer to each other. Number two, tag your expenses daily. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, that this is definitely an extreme task, but hear me out on this one. We used to tag our expenses once a month, and it took forever. I dreaded the task. Then we tried weekly, and still it was a burden. But it wasn't until we had an unauthorized charge on our account did we change to daily. It was then we saw how daily expense tagging took less than 5 minutes. It was a game changer. This allowed us to stay on the same page with our expenses and minimize disagreements on how we were spending our money. So comment below and tell me, are you in the empty nester stage? And what does the rhythm of sharing your hopes and dreams look like? And if you're able to join us in Alpharetta, Georgia, which is just north of Atlanta, I would love to have you for the Marriage Date Night 2022. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to have an extraordinary marriage. Be intentional.